All right, awesome, class. In our workbook, in our notebook, we're making notes, and we're going to be talking about the ones, the tens, and the hundreds. We already know this is our place value table chart. We already know that the ones we say are O. They have yellow X's, and we say units. Tens, green rods, rods. Hundreds, blue flats, and little square. They look just like this in real life, right? You know this. Let's go ahead and work a little bit and get some good understandings in, okay? So here are our units and here are our tens. Let's work just on those and put the hundreds to the side for now. Now we know in each place value it goes up to 9, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Each place value can have one digit, one number, one numeral. When you get to a 2-digit, well then you sort of flip over to the next one. You regroup it, you carry it over, you bar it back and forth. All those words we say in class. Let's go and look at this. We know that the yellows are units and they're individual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But if we wanted to count those quickly, instead of counting thousands of these units right here, we can group them into 10. So we can go and say 10 units, 10 of the yellows, 10 units make one rod. Do you see that? They have the exact same equivalency in value, just grouped a different way. Now if we're going to relate that to the flats, well then the same thing. We could say that each one of these in the hundreds flat, because if I were to count them all, 1, 2, 3, 4, there are 100 in that box. It's called a flat, 100. I could put a yellow unit cube on top of each box and I would have 100 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, but it would take forever. So to do that a little bit quicker, we go ahead and put these rods on top. And we already know since we were in kindergarten we were counting by tens. So if we look at this, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. There are 10 rods that make up one flat. So they're all related to each other, right? When you get to that new 10 place value or that hundreds place value, you sort of regroup over and then make a new representation of that numeral, of that value. Let's go ahead one more time. There are 10 units in one rod. There are 10 rods in one flat. Let's go ahead and make ourselves some notes right here, some conversion notes, so make sure we have that for our learning this week. So in our units, 2 rods. How many units make up one rod? 10 units equal one rod, right? Let's go and draw a box around that. Now let's do our rods. How many equal a flat? So here's our flat. How many of these rods again equal one of those flats? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. So 10 rods equals one flat. Keep that in mind also.